Chapter 1: Earth, the Blue Planet. Our Earth is a unique planet. This is because it has the most favorable conditions for life. Approximately 71% of its surface is covered with water, giving the planet its dominant blue color. The remaining 29% of its surface is land. Continents. Large land masses are called continents. There are 7 continents, namely Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Australia, Europe, North America and South America. They have a great variety of physical features like forests, mountains, deserts, plains, rivers and lakes. Asia. Asia is the largest and the most diversified of the 7 continents in terms of physical features, climatic variations and even cultural profile. Although Asia has only 30% of the Earth's total land area, it is home to 60% of the world's total population. It is surrounded by the Pacific Ocean in the east, the Indian Ocean in the south, and the Arctic Ocean in the north. Asia's climate is mostly tropical. It has rich physical features including the Himalayas, the tallest mountain range in the world, the Gobi Desert in China, the coldest desert in the world, and the Thar Desert in India, one of the hottest deserts in the world. Africa. Africa is the second largest continent. It occupies almost 20.4% of the Earth's total land area. It is also the second most populous continent, accounting for about 15% of the world's total population. Africa is surrounded by the Indian Ocean in the east, the Atlantic Ocean in the west, and the Southern Ocean in the south. The Mediterranean Sea in the north separates Africa from Europe. The equator passes through Africa, which has resulted in great climatic variations. More than half of Africa is covered with dry lands and deserts. The Sahara Desert in Africa is the hottest desert in the world. North America. North America is the third largest continent. It is surrounded by the Arctic Ocean in the north and the Atlantic Ocean in the east. The Pacific Ocean surrounds it in the west and south. North America is connected to South America by the Isthmus of Panama. North America has a large number of mountain ranges and waterfalls such as the Appalachians and the Rockies and the Niagara Falls. Its great plains are drained by many rivers and lakes. South America. South America is the fourth largest continent. Due to its topography, most of the people inhabit its western and eastern coasts. South America has an extremely short coastline in comparison to other continents. The world's highest waterfall, the Angel Falls, and the second largest river, the Amazon River, flow through this continent. The Amazon River is the world's largest river in terms of the amount of water that flows through it. This continent is most famous for its rich biodiversity, thriving in the world's largest forest, the Amazon rainforest. Antarctica. Antarctica, also called the White Continent, is the 5th largest continent. It is the coldest, driest, and the windiest continent. Being a desert of ice, it is practically inhabitable, and hence no country has a political boundary on this continent. Whales, seals, and penguins live on this continent. Antarctica lies in the southern hemisphere of the Antarctic region, and the geographic South Pole lies in Antarctica. It is completely surrounded by the Southern Ocean. Many countries, including India, the USA, Russia, etc., have set up their research laboratories here to explore Antarctica. Europe. Europe is the second smallest continent. It has 6.8% of the world's total land area. However, it is the third most populous continent in the world, accounting for the world's 11% population. The Arctic and the Atlantic Oceans lie to the north and west of this continent respectively. The Mediterranean Sea, the Caspian Sea, and the Black Sea lie to the south of Europe. The continent's separated southern region is mountainous, whereas its northern region has a vast plain extending towards the east. It is popularly known as the Great European Plains. Australia. Australia, the smallest continent in the world, is often also known as the island continent due to its small size. Despite its small size, it is one of the most developed countries in the world in all respects and standards. It is located in the southern hemisphere and is surrounded by the Indian Ocean in the west, the Pacific Ocean in the east, the Southern Ocean in the south, and the Arafura Sea in the north. The Great Barrier Reef, world's largest coral reef, lies in the northeast coast of Australia. Australia is popular for physical features like the Great Dividing Range and the Blue Mountains. Oceans. The oceans contain 97% of the Earth's total water. The 5 oceans in the descending order of their size are the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern or Antarctic, and the Arctic. The Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean in the world, covering 46% of the Earth's water surface. It divides North America and South America from Asia and Australia. The Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean is the deepest point of the Earth. The Pacific Ring of Fire is a horseshoe-shaped area in the Pacific Basin. It is home to almost 75% of the world's active and dormant volcanoes. This is also one of the most earthquake-sensitive zones in the world. It accounts for thousands of tremors that are experienced around the globe every year. The Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean, also known as the Sea of Atlas, is the second largest ocean. It covers 29% of the Earth's water surface. It has an elongated S-shaped basin separating North America and South America from Europe and Africa. It is connected to all the other oceans in the world. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge is a big submarine mountain range in the Atlantic Ocean. The Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean is the third largest ocean, covering 20% of the Earth's water surface. The Indian Ocean surrounds Asia in the north, Africa in the west, Australia in the east, and Southern Ocean in the south. It is connected to the Mediterranean Sea by the Suez Canal. It provides major sea routes to the world. The Southern Ocean. The Southern Ocean, also known as the Antarctic Ocean, lies in the southern hemisphere. It encircles Antarctica and gets water through the merger of the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans into it. The Arctic Ocean. This is the smallest ocean in the world and is partially covered with ice throughout the year. It is lowest in salinity level in comparison to the other oceans due to low evaporation of water. It surrounds Europe, Asia, North America, and Greenland.